How you doing? It's Sandesh here, and I'm going to be reading from Tech for Gamers, and it's called Black Ops 6 looks worse on PS5 Pro with PSSR than base console. It's like story highlight. PSSR was previously reported to be causing visual glitches in many games. Now, Digital Foundry has revealed that technology, while looking promising, isn't perfect as it makes Black Ops 6 looks worse on the Pro console than the base one. This might cause some concerns among fans, but PSSR is Sony's first ever AI-driven upscaling technology for a console. Black Ops 6 was recently enhanced for PS5 Pro, so fans were wondering how much of an upgrade the game will get due to the new technology, PSSR. However, as per the analysts of experts, the title looks better on the previous version than it does on PS5 Pro with PSSR, even though there is a huge difference in hardware. Why it matters. PSSR has proved to be quite troublesome in many games as it was causing visual glitches. This means that the technology is still not completely ready, even with the Pro console out already for a while. A recent video from Digital Foundry talking about PSSR problems revealed how it can make certain games look worse than they look on the base console. Black Ops 6 is the latest example of how the technology is negatively affecting a game. Alexander Bataliga, a PC specialist at Digital Foundry, revealed during the video that Black Ops 6 previous version looks better than on PS5 Pro with PSSR, which shows the AI-driven upscaler is still in beta. In a case like that, it is a little odd to see the old version looking better in aspects, even though once again the hardware is better on PS5 Pro on the GPU side of things, which matters the most. So the PSSR, while being better than FSR in some aspects, seems to be causing trouble in many games. Given now the technology is still new, as is the first time Sony has ever released it for its console, such problems aren't that surprising. However, these problems are likely to cause controversy due to the massive price tag of the PS5 Pro. Um, yeah, and now the thing is, if you've seen my videos about the PS5 Pro, then you know my stance about it. I'm like against it. I'm just like against it in every way, shape, or form. But the thing is, I'm gonna say this about the PS5 Pro. This upscaling technology, because it's new. The thing is, they could have sat on this and waited on it until it was like full on, until it's full on ready. But what they done was like how companies like EA and Ubisoft do with their games when they first release them. They release them in a shitty state and then they patch them up afterwards. Oh, don't worry about it. Now Sony's applying that mindset onto their console, which they're pushing. And now because I heard that Silent Hill 2 was one of them that's having their visual problems on the PS5 Pro patch. I'm sure there's others. I'm sure there are. But the thing is, like I said, if it's still in beta at the moment, then why release the console at the time that you did? You could have just you could have told people that look, we're doing this console and it's going to be coming out, but the thing is that it's just not ready yet because the AI upscaling tech is still in beta at the moment, and we want it to be ready. But no, they didn't, did they? And the thing is, even Digital Foundry, and the fact that Digital Foundry even says that it should be better on the Pro version than the base version because of the GPU side. I mean that's a problem. And yet again, they sold yet again. Sony came off or coming off as snake oil salesmen with the PS5 Pro, giving you all these promises that at launch you're gonna get this, that, this, that, this, that, and they pretty much said at launch you're gonna get all of this, and guess what? And guess what? there are these problems, and they also I think Digital Foundry also even said, I think this is like um, maybe at the time when it first came out or just before, that they said that there are going to be games that are not going to be able to hit the targets of as far as resolution that Sony promised. And it's like, yeah, I'm not surprised, because there's a bottleneck, there's a ceiling when it comes to consoles. PC does not suffer from that issue whatsoever. From that issue whatsoever, and what they're trying to, and the problem is, Sony is trying to sell the PS5 Pro as if it's a next gen console. It's not a next gen console at all. It's a mid gen console, but it's just like I said, and then they nickel and dimed people, and if it doesn't sell as well, it wouldn't even surprise me. And I actually hope it doesn't sell as well, because at least it will send a message to them of the fact that, yeah, nice try, but we're not gonna fall for this shit. I knew that there was gonna be dumb idiots that were gonna buy it, and I just find it so funny that the people were trying to justify and say, "Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with buying it." Well, you gotta buy a 1,000 pound or dollar console, in the taxes including if it's in America, right? Plus, you gotta also buy a TV, a 4K TV, or maybe an 8K TV, which is a few thousand on top, maybe 4,000 on top of all that. How many people are going to be able to have that disposable income? And yet these people were saying, yeah, that, oh well, the thing is, it's not aimed at them, it's aimed at tech people. But the thing is, Sony is going to want to make money on this, and how many people out there is going to have disposable income, especially at the way the economy is at the moment. Doesn't matter if it's it doesn't matter if it's in the States, Canada, or even in Europe at the moment. The economy in general is in the shits at the moment, because people are struggling to afford things. And so it was just, then the excuses for the PS5 Pro from people that bought it, it's just such a poor excuse. Is the excuses doesn't even justify it whatsoever. It doesn't even justify it. It just sounds like people that are completely out of touch. It sounds like rich people. It sounds like something that rich people should be saying, and it's like, no, these are not rich people. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and let me know in the comments of what you think about this. If you think that this ain't much of a big deal. I honestly think it is a big deal, because at the end of the day, Sony promised you you were gonna get the premium experience on day one. That's what they sold. That's what they sold everyone on, and I knew that wasn't going to be the case. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.